Hello everybody, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the first story mission from the Curse of Osiris DLC. I was lucky enough to be invited by Activision and Bungie to go to Bungie and take a look at some of the Curse of Osiris DLC. Obviously not everything, there's plenty of surprises still left, but I did get to play the first story mission, so that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today, and also my impressions of the characters that I got to meet throughout the story. So first things first, what are we doing in this story mission? Well, we have to find a gateway to the Infinite Forest. Of course, we currently don't know much about the Infinite Forest, but we know it's a thing, and we have to find a gateway to it. The Vex have arrived at Brother Vance's front door, meaning we have to fight our way through plenty of Vex across Mercury to find the gateway. Then once we find the gateway, we realize that it won't let us in, and the only way that we're going to be able to get in is if we take Sagira, which is Osiris's ghost, to Brother Vance so that the ghost can be revived and somehow allow us to get into the Infinite Forest gateway. Now, Sagira is actually a very, very interesting character because she's the first ghost that we've met outside of our own. And not only is she the first ghost that we've met outside of our own, but she also has a very strong and witty personality. And it's just super cool to see how other ghosts interact with the world, how they interact with their guardian, and how they view us and how they view the world. Because we've only ever seen one ghost perspective, which is our ghost perspective. So it's actually very, very interesting to get this view from another ghost of how they view us, what's their world like, what's their interactions like with their guardian. It's super interesting, and I think you guys are gonna love Sagira. Sagira is very, very, very cool. We also get to see Descendant Vex throughout this mission to the gateway, a mission to getting Sagira to Brother Vance, which means that there's a gateway somewhere letting in Vex from different timelines, because we see the Vex that we're used to fighting across the world of Destiny and Destiny 2, but we are also seeing this Descendant Vex, which is really cool. I love this whole time thing that's with the Curse of Osiris DLC. I love the time thing. I'm super interested to see where they go with it, because there's just so much you can do. The past, present, future, there's so much that can be done with this time thing, and seeing the Descendant Vex is kind of a hint that, hey, all timelines are converging into one, and I'm excited to see where that goes. Now, we also get to meet Brother Vance in the lighthouse, because Brother Vance is who we have to take Sagira to hopefully revive her and allow us to get into the Infinite Forest. Now, Brother Vance, I used to think was super cool. I used to have a little bit of a crush on, because he's like the Osiris dude, he's a Trials dude. I like Trials, I like Osiris, and he was that dude. But we come to learn that he's just a giant fanboy who has never actually met Osiris. I don't even know if Osiris knows who he is. He probably doesn't even know that Brother Vance is even a thing. So he's kind of just a giant fanboy and a little bit of a loser, which is disappointing. He also doesn't have any eyeball sockets, which is weird. You will see somewhere in this gameplay that I inspect Brother Vance's face very closely, and you can see his face a lot better than you could in Destiny 1, and he has no eyeball sockets, which is creepy. So that was actually very interesting as well, because in Destiny 1, it's like, oh, the Trials of Osiris, I'm Brother Vance, me and Osiris are buddies, and I'm doing these trials for Osiris, it's super important. And then in Destiny 2, you kind of see a different side to Brother Vance, because you're seeing this fanboy side who's just made this whole kind of cult about Osiris, and Osiris is like, who? You did what? The trials of who? What? Where? It's really funny, actually. I really liked seeing two sides to Brother Vance. The very cool, collected, I'm part of Osiris, and then this side that's just, I'm just kind of a fanboy that made my own little Osiris fan club. Join it. But playing some of the first story missions and playing just seeing the story in general and seeing Mercury, I am really excited for the Curse of Osiris, because Mercury, first of all, looks super cool. It's got a lot of technology going on that you kind of have to explore and figure out what's going on with it. And just the Vex in general are a very interesting race because of the whole timeline thing that they have going on. It's kind of an infinite possibility of what you can do with the Vex. So the story missions were very, very, very interesting. The characters in this DLC have some real personality behind them. Like, we get to see more of Ikora, which is awesome, because we hear so much about Ikora, right? She's this badass in the Crucible. We constantly hear about how she's just the best in the Crucible, but we haven't until now seen much of her. So although she's been around in our universe for so long, we haven't got to really get in touch with Ikora much, and I feel like this is going to be a chance for her to do that because she is, after all, Osiris's apprentice. She learned everything from Osiris. She is Osiris's best student. So I think this is going to be a very good DLC. Sagira is super witty and funny and just a very strong personality, and that's super interesting because she is somebody else's ghost. Osiris is just a badass. Ikora is a badass. Brother Vance is, you know, he's a quirky dude. He's a little bit of a loser, but he's quirky, and that's good. So I'm personally very much so looking forward to the story of the Curse of Osiris and getting to know these personalities more, getting to know these characters more, because they all seem, at least from what I've played and what I've personally seen, they seem to have very strong personalities that you can get attached to and really feel something for all of these characters. So I think you guys are going to have a really good time with it. I cannot wait. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing the first story mission and learning a little bit more about the characters. Of course, I don't know everything yet, so I can't just tell you guys everything, like, oh, this is what everything that happens. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the first story mission? How do you feel about Brother Vance and Sagira? You haven't seen much of Sagira yet, but just from what I've told you, let me know in the comment section, guys. I will let you watch the rest of the gameplay, and I am currently in Japan, so if any of this sounds weird or sounds different to how I usually sound, that would be why, and that's also why I haven't been uploading, but I am live streaming IRL from Japan. So if you do want to check out me being in Japan, you want to see that, the link to my Twitch channel is in the description. Hit follow and you will be notified of when I go live. I will be doing highlights of my time in Japan and uploading that on YouTube, so if you want to just wait for the highlights, that's totally fine too, but just to let you guys know that I am here in Japan and I am live streaming my time in Japan, so if that's something that interests you, you should totally come hang out because it will be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I super appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for being awesome, and I will speak to you amazing people later. Bye.
module. Vex from different timelines are converging on Mercury. That's bad. This is easier to get to than their old place, that's for sure.
Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if Osiris hadn't sent you to me. In return, The followers of Osiris can help you revive his ghost. We have a hidden temple on Earth. Take Sagira to these coordinates. I will notify the followers that you are coming. Now that the lighthouse is safe, we can prepare for Osiris's return. All of the lost prophecies are coming to pass. I'm finally going to meet Osiris.